privilege the opportunity to speak in a very important seminar. And my name is Nenden Sutarna, and I am a dermatologist. And in this very good moment, please allow me to share my knowledge and talk about the noticing the body from the cycle to age gradation. This slide about the aging, characterized by a progressive loss of physiological integrity leading to impaired function and increased vulnerability to death. The next slide is this topic. Skin aging, a progressive deterioration of physiological function in organism that leads to senescence and death, involves skin cell reduction in size and function. Okay, we go to the next slide. The next slide. Skin aging affected by both genetic and environmental factors, largely influenced by cumulative damage from exposure UV radiation. Okay, we go to the next slide. The aging problems, there are dry skin dullness, dark spot, hyperpigmentation, everyone not like this condition, elasticity and fine line wrinkle. Okay, the next slide. Visible sign of aging. The skin as the key indicator. Everyone age, the skin is the most conspicuous visual indicator of aging, especially in the facial, neck, and hand, arm, and leg regions. Okay, we go to the other slide. There are two types of skin aging. We know natural aging or intrinsic aging, excessive aging or photoaging, and for the intrinsic factor caused by genetic and hormone, and the for excessive factor caused by environment and lifestyle. And both processes are cumulative. Photoaging is superimposed on intrinsic aging. Okay, the next slide. Intrinsic factor. As we know, the level of occurrence due to basis of time and unavoidable, and this turnover make the epidermal thinning, and dysfunction fibroblasts make the loss of elasticity, and the sign fine wrinkle, thin and transparent skin, and loss of underlying fat. We go to know the other slide. Okay, and excessive factor characterized by epidermal thickness heterogeneity and accumulation of immune cell pigmentation, make the cellulose antigen, and alteration of dermal structure and solar elastosis, and the sign loss in skin tone and fragility, benign lesion, appear the elastosis and telangiectasis. Okay, next slide. This is the differences between intrinsic and extrinsic skin aging based on histological differences. In naturally aged skin, there are the epidermis atrophy and flattened dermal epidermal junction and thin dermis. And in photoaged skin, there are increased epidermal thickness, severe dermal connective tissue damage, and accumulation of elastin make the solar elastosis. Okay, the next slide. Future of aged skin. It happens decreased function of epidermis, dermis, and appendix structure. In epidermis, there are flattening of dermal or epidermal turnover, and in the dermis, there are atrophy, inactive fibroblasts, and loss of dermal collagen. And the appendix structure consists of facts of aging skin. Sign begin about age 30 or fine lines and wrinkle, and thinner skin, also decreased elastic fiber, fat, and blood vessel causing decreased elasticity, and decreased hair follicle, sweat ducts, and sebaceous gland, of course, causing drier skin. Next slide. This is the three condition of the skin. The picture show the young skin organization, but both of chronological aged skin and photoaged skin, we can see the dermis is atrophy and the hypodermis is loose. Make the FMP promoter, collagen promoter. Also, the result is collagen formation down and NP high and collagen breakdown high. And the other process, sun exposed make the DNA nucleus and make the NF-kappa beta, release the cytokine promoter, and the result, high pro-inflammatory cytokine in exacerbate membrane. And on the other side, release NMP8, make direct the collagen production decrease. And still they are the process to decrease the production collagen. Okay? Next slide. This picture about the mechanism UV radiation induce wrinkle formation. The both of UVA and UVB release the Frederica and secreting interleukin alpha 1 and interleukin 6 with this stimulating MMP1 and make the collagen down, and the result is wrinkle. Okay, next slide. And this is about the UV make the effective powerhouse and release the ROS and create the protein oxidation like the proteasomal malfunction, neovascularization, inflammation, cellular senescence. UV also make defect in powerhouse, in chronic oxidative stress, and disturbance of the mitochondria. Next slide. Okay, we go to the hypothetical common mechanism or intrinsic aging and photoaging. In the chrononic aging, there are two processes. One, repeated cell division and accumulation with the sun exposed make the alteration telomere cycling caused by senescence and cancer. And for the photodamage, the sun exposed make the coding DNA mutation and finally result the cancer. Blue light like this, the lamp, telephone, and the laptop make the blue light, so make the skin aging. Okay, the next slide. And for the free radical protection, there are three types mechanism: lipid peroxidation, modified DNA basis, and protein damage. The result, tissue damage. Okay, the next slide. This is about the antioxidant response of the skin cells following oxidative stress injury. Cause the propagation reaction, release new enzyme to repair cell damage and make the cell survival and cell death. The next slide. This is the important fact because this make the skin aging if not good the redox state. Yeah, redox state is comparison between the ROS and antioxidant. If the ROS low and antioxidant high, make the tissue repair and protection cell tissue. But the ROS high and antioxidant low, so make the indirect tissue damage and direct tissue damage. Okay, and the slide. This is about the skin anti-aging process. This is very important because to make the quality of life of the skin, we must use the skin anti-aging. Include the cosmetic care like daily skin care, correct sun protection, and aesthetic non-invasive procedure. For the sun protection, it's very important. Everyone must use the sun protection and minimum with the SPF 30. And you must reply after 2 hours or 3 hours reply. And you use 30 minutes before you go. And the topical medical agent like antioxidant and invasive procedure like this and chemical peeling, physical device and laser and so on. But for this time, many clinic use the secretome or exosome because it's the for the regenerative medicine and the result is the long time. And the other skin anti-aging approach is the systemic agent and preventive medicine like avoiding of exogenous factor of aging, correction of lifestyle and habits. So they are made the skin health and rejuvenation. Next slide. Skin antioxidant, as we know, any synthetic or natural substance that delay or inhibit oxidative damage to a target molecule and capable to neutralize free radical. Next slide. Antioxidant, there is two types of antioxidant, enzymatic and non-enzymatic, and for the enzymatic, primary enzyme and secondary enzyme, and for the non-enzymatic, the source from the external, like the mineral, vitamin, carotenoid, and so on. Next slide. It's the same antioxidant, and you can see your slide clearly here. Yeah, okay. Next slide. This is a pyramid in antioxidant 16, and you can see here from the bottom to the top, there are increasingly protective effects. Next slide. There is different kind for the scandian skin clot in the epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis. It happens in the day, higher skin protection, higher skin thickness, higher sebum production, higher pH, and lower cell proliferation. And it depend on the humidity. pH for the skin is 5.5. So if you will application like skincare, you must remember that the pH is not more or not lower than pH, skin pH 5.5. And in the night, highest DNA repair, higher cell proliferation, higher skin temperature, also barrier permeability, skin penetration, itching in the night, and moisture loss, and highest flow skin blood flow, and lowest barrier permeability. So it's different time for the scandian skin flow in the epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis. Okay, the other slide. To improve the quality of the skin, we must take care of the lifestyle and skin health. The first, nutrition and diet. Maybe Dr. Maya has told about the mechanism or the kind of what is the nutrition, and rest and sleep. In a day, maybe 6 until 8 hours, and the movement or exercise, we must in a week 150 minutes or 50 minutes, 30 minutes a day, or 5 times in a week. But according to age and according to ability. And the other community and social is very important. You must happy with your friends, with your family, so make the management stress. Okay, next slide. Finally, it comes to the conclusion. Lifestyle health is a proven strategy affecting disease prevention and treatment, enhancing overall health. Small gradual changes can significantly improve individual health and well-being, including skin health. And lifestyle health factors such as nutrition, rest, sleep, and skin health, movement, physical activity, and skin health, and social and community association. Okay, this is the end of my presentation. I hope it's useful for you and please you keep the video. Thank you very much.
Boleh tuh, fat ya. Saya melihat aging di fat ya antara di depan sama di belakang tuh banyak bedanya ya. Nah sekarang ternyata di skincare itu ada untuk target fat di senescent, in the senescent of the adipose and also the backside. Yes.
Tapi pertanyaannya fat.
Fat white adipose tissue.
Yes, I know.
But fat for not for the fat.
Fat white for the growth skin, cellular skin.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's different mechanism. Yeah. Fat white only to make you regrow the cellular skin, not fat. Fat is you lose, make you transfer fat. Yeah. And fat loss is the different location because the maybe sleep, like that.
Is there any difference genetically in the middle and lower third with the sepertiga atas? Di atas itu ada nggak genetik yang berbeda gitu dari embriologinya atau karena ternyata saya perbedaan di OS itu yang di bawah 23 itu
Yeah, and the forehead not the fat. Very small, very thin. Yeah, make muscle here. So for the bottom is the good result for the bottom here because there is the muscle here, not fat. Yeah, fat is in the cheek on your cheek. The fat. Yeah, only there. Yeah, but the fat I think is not my not my dermatologist or the plastic surgeon. But for the only for the dermis. But peptide not for the fat. Peptide for the growth factor, like the factor, and make the whitening skin, make the growth cellular.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen,
As
yes.
I was saying, the problem with sunscreen is there are a lot of harmful ingredients in it.
there are two types: physical sunscreen and mechanical sunscreen. Yeah, but for the sensitive skin, it's the better with the physical sunscreen, not the mechanical. Because the mechanical sunscreen with the sensitive skin for the children, the physical sunscreen, and the ingredient is zinc oxide. For the blue light, use the zinc oxide, not the mechanical. And for the sunscreen, if you use every day, it's good. For the sun, only use 15 minutes for the vitamin D. Yeah, if you don't use the sunscreen, you get the cancer, cataract, skin aging. Yeah, it's worse. I think you must use the sunscreen. And there is and now many products not only for the older, but the inner sunscreen, like the melatonin or the antioxidant polyphenol to make the whitening or like the sunscreen for the inside.
Can this product
Cactus, yeah. Maybe same the ingredients polyphenol, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
The plant. Oh, you have cactus. You have. Okay, please. Please.
ada contohnya?
Yeah, the cactus, yeah. Maybe it's the ingredient from the polyphenol. Polyphenol make the antioxidant and can make the protect from the sun exposure.
Oh, nggak apa-apa.
Oh, the cactus, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yes. Maybe you can put in a WhatsApp group that Dr. Sarah can pass to Dr. Landon and discuss a very interesting discussion.
Yeah. But for the melatonin, I think it's very, respectfully. Sometimes make the hyperpigmentation, and if the oral, take the oral, make the dizziness. Yeah. People complain of the dizziness.